Okay, we should be live again. The final boss DMCA has hit us again somehow. Playmatch is the only thing I can think at this point, but we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we can keep this one around. Let a couple more people get in here real quick.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the issue could be, but for all you people in chat, please prayer circle for no more
Per
future
circle for no more
DMCAs.
DMCA, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know what, like, if this gets hit again, I don't know what we do.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I think at that point we would probably try to address the playmats, but I think it's unlikely.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna let them go ahead and
So
continue their
okay,
game, I
yeah.
think.
We'll let them continue.
Okay, you guys should be good to continue your game at this point.
So I don't know where we got cut off, but
Um, yeah, so we mentioned that Batman Ninja obviously is playing the grappling hook Batman.
mhm.
It's going to be pretty effective probably against the 1-0 Remy that can turn anything into a chaser. So we'll have to see how that goes. One thing I'd like to point out real quick, this Bang Dream deck is playing the Saya 1-0 from Girls Band Party that can summon a cost 0 or lower from Waiting Room, and then send it to memory at end of turn. But he's also playing the Climax combo for it that lets him play a 2-1 from his hand. However, we've currently seen 3 copies each of the 1-0 and the 2-1 hit the Waiting Room already.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well for Duck. The
Uh,
1-0 is definitely the stronger card in this combo because it is a plus, and then by using the climax combo, you actually transition the plus, which is it's like a soft plus because the card does go away at the end of turn, into a hard plus to field. But yeah, for Duck not to be able to see the 1-0s is going to be very difficult for him.
right. So yeah, he's got two of the 2-1 in Waiting Room. Oh, there's the last copy of the 2-1. The fourth one's in his clock. Or, I'm sorry, that's not the 2-1. He grabs one of the 2-1 back off of his event there.
Operation, yeah,
Yeah.
from the something in the warehouse here. He
Yep.
also missed the Rinko bounce back to hand at turn 0. So we'll see if he actually struggles with hand. If he doesn't get his combo off here, it might be really hard for him to get the hand he needs to stabilize in this matchup.
Yeah. Because the 2-1 Saya, I believe, is a combo that needs to. Does it need to reverse here?
It does need to
It
reverse.
does need to reverse, yeah. So, oh no, it's just on attack. We're good. We're good. It's just on attack.
Wait, oh, sorry, the
Um,
1-0 event needs to reverse. My bad. I'm
right,
thinking about
right, yeah. The
the
1-0 event counter, which we've seen a couple of, that needs a reverse, but you can play that as a counter, so that's fine.
That's true, yeah.
The 2-1 is just on attack. You get to add the event back to hand, and then you get to stock one card from the top of your deck.
Oh, so he has the 4th copy. Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, and I was gonna say if he has the 4th one, if he can find the 4th one, then he can summon one of the others that already went to Waiting Room, and that's gonna make it a lot easier for him to get his combo
He
off.
doesn't summon the 1-0 here.
Interesting. He might not have the climax. That might.
Oh, yes.
Or
Wait.
oh, I bet he salvaged it off of his brainstorm then. While I was looking at deck
Oh, that
lists.
makes sense. Okay.
He did
Yeah, okay,
brainstorm.
so and he does have 2. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. Okay, so he does get his combo off. And that actually sets him quite handily here because the 2-1
Oh.
will be 7-5 and the will be 9-5. And I don't think Batman can challenge 9-5 at level 1 consistently in every lane. So
No, his only hope to get up to that kind of power is going to be with the grappling hook skipping -1000, I think. Or just hitting really good mills on like a Sengoku to pump plus 1500 into something.
Yeah, and
Because
so
the one burst power card that a lot of Batman Ninja decks play, as we said last time, the 1-0 Catwoman, the it hits at like 75 on play, I believe.
Yeah, but Joon doesn't run that card.
Right, but Joon doesn't play that. So
Right.
that's. I mean, it's 7,000 that it hits on play. You can ditch a climax to go up to 8.
Yeah. I think one line that Joon might try is using Batman back in time to crash a column into a 2/1 and then try to kill the other one at least.
Right. And he does at least get a pretty free reverse on the runner here.
Oh,
well, it goes to memory,
no,
so yeah.
the run is going to memory. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
unfortunate. Yep.
Yeah, so this does help. This does give him a slot for the chaser, but we'll see if Joon counters that by using the grappling hook to move the chaser Remy back to the front so that he can get the reverse on the Remy here.
Yeah, that is I think the optimal line of play here.
Yeah, it would be really strong here.
If you can get like one of the reverse combo and then one of the on attack draw. Like,
yeah, that's the reverse combo right here.
Yep.
And he can crash the on attack draw into the 2/1. It doesn't need the reverse, so you just crash it in.
Right.
Is he okay? So he's probably going to be fishing for a grappling hook if he doesn't have that in hand. Oh, he
goes for
brainstorm.
brainstorm.
Interesting.
Very interesting. This is not the Joon we saw last time.
Well, it could be he just has it in hand already.
Yeah. Got it.
Interesting choice by Decklists. I actually do want to point out his end game is both copies of the level 3 or both cards, both level 3 Kasumi cards that combo with Starbeat. There's the one that summons from hand, and then there's the burn equal to the number of something in the warehouse in your waiting room. But the interesting thing about the burn combo is that it counts the number of copies of the something in the warehouse event, and he's only running 3. So he's not running all 4. He doesn't have the ability to burn 4 in this list.
Right, so I assume he's typically going for like a burn 2 off of that.
Yeah, I think burn 2 is probably the best number. 2 or 3 is depending on what the damage equation is like. Oh, he moves the brainstorm up. What do you think about this?
Well, so with a stock generation combo at level 1, BanG is going to need some way to turn that stock into hand. And as of right now, outside of his walls, the only way he can really do that is brainstorming. So I think
Right.
Joon's thought here is that if he kills the brainstorm, Duke might just be left with a ton of stock and nothing to really do with it.
Basically no hand, right? But the thing
Right.
is, if you can't kill the 2/1 Saya and Duke does get to do the counter does have a pay 1 on reverse to, I believe is to look at top 2 cards from your deck and then add 1. So it's a guaranteed plus.
Right.
So if he has to crash a lane here, then Duke can just convert hand, or at least filter it if he's not, and he gets to keep the 2/1 Sayas on the board as well.
Right. And as we've seen in chat, he can also just pay 3 encore the brainstorm. He has enough
That's
stock
true.
too.
He does have enough stock. No combo.
No combo. Unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. So I do believe that he will counter here.
Yep.
He will counter on the other one.
On reverse, pay 1.
Oh no, he does counter on that
Yeah.
one. So he looks at 2
And take 1.
and can add 1 to hand. Yeah.
So this counter gets to add anything, right?
Yeah, it just adds anything.
Man, you get to loop climax combo.
Right. Yeah, that's really
That's-
powerful.
That is very powerful.
Especially since it's not on reverse. Yeah.
Encore 3.
Yeah, you just get
So
to keep like direct attacking, getting more of your climax, getting the events back, getting stock.
Mm-hmm.
And he does 3 stock encore the brainstorm.
He does 3 stock encore. That's amazing. Yeah. I would actually not be, if he has the climax in hand, I would not be surprised if he just chooses to not clock here, because he's just in a really great situation.
Oh,
He
yeah,
doesn't need to take extra
absolutely.
damage. Yeah, actually, so we'd like to talk about this Saya, because I think it's definitely an off meta choice for oh, he chooses to not clock. That's great. I think unless he snuck did he sneak that Rinko in the clock when I was
I believe he did.
Oh, he did.
Clock
Okay,
the
never mind.
Rinko.
Okay. Did he take 1, 2? Oh, did he cancel last turn then?
No, maybe it might have just been 1-1-1. That might have been it.
Yeah, because I thought
Yeah.
I thought Joon just hit 1/1/1. So I don't believe he clocked here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but this is definitely an off-meta choice for a level 1 combo. And it would be something, yeah, high risk, high reward, right? So it
Right.
definitely needs a lot of moving pieces to get on the board. But once you're on the board, it actually gives a much more consistent and
Middle one is 5-5.
5-5, yeah.
the Fever Kasumi or even the Christmas Kasumi.
Right, not having to reverse and winning board. It's very similar to what we see in Japanese, the Shiroha combos from Summer Pockets, which I think in English we have what? We have Maya in BanG Dream. We also have this Saya in BanG Dream. Those are the ones that mainly see play is the Maya and Pastel palettes.
Correct.
Which we have actually seen in this tournament even.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so that's not the right climax. So this is a little bit not as like perfect plan for Dook here. And so we'll see if Joon can contest this board because again, like this, the no clock is only punishable if he loses the board, right? But I don't see Joon contesting this board at level 1 at all. So
Yeah, no, definitely not.
yeah.
The other interesting thing here, I think this BanG Dream list goes with the sort of obvious choice for the Starbeat climax. He's running the comeback from Girls Band Party. But Starbeat does come also as a stock soul and draw.
Correct.
So you have 3 options on which one to run here.
2-3-1.
Yeah. I actually wouldn't be surprised if he like ran a mix. I actually, when I was testing Starbeat combos, I actually did quite like the stock soul.
Right,
Because
eight
you could-
stock soul, or even like 6 stock soul, can get you just a lot of resources to work with.
Right. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of surprise, and you could also you could surprisingly do a lot of just summon a lot of level 3s with the Starbeat combo on very little stock and still get your full combo off, and your opponent might not be expecting
Right.
just that kind of push, because the Kasumi gets to summon the level 3 for free, and since it's summoned from hand, you actually get the on play effect as well. So
Yep.
yeah, so you can actually there's a lot of surprise. You can summon the 3/2 TD on play burn 1, reveal top burn 1. That's like, and it also swings for 15k. So it's like you can do a lot of really cool tactics with that card.
Right, and with the level 3 itself only costing effectively 1 stock, since it's draw 2 ditch 1 stock, or draw 2 ditch 2 stock 1.
Yeah.
It's just super resource efficient. I'm actually a huge fan of that set 1 Kasumi level 3.
I do like it. I actually run 1 copy of it in the Fever BanG Dream build with the Mocha top end, because what you can do with the Musashi effect is you can use Mocha to guarantee your Musashi burn.
Right.
And you can use it to burn exactly how much you want. I think it's a great way to extend that top end combo, because the issue with Mocha is that you get 3 swings, but you don't get any extra damage, and the Kasumi helps you get that extra burn, and you can control it very well.
Yep, I actually do the same in mine.
Nice, great. So Joon is level 2 now, which means he does have access to his 2 copies of Batman Time Traveler, which is his level 2 beater of choice. That thing will swing for 12k with the full board, and he will be able to contest these 2/1 Sayas if he has them.
It's also possible, June's on 3 stocks, so we could see the 2/1 and the early play come out here.
Ooh, that would be pretty good play. Does Dook run an anti-change? He does run 1 copy of the Kasumi anti-change. It requires a discard 2, and that's gonna cost his entire hand. I don't know.
Right, and he's still only at level 1, so Joon could very easily just swing with that Catwoman first.
Right? Yeah.
And get the reverse. BanG Dream won't be
Oh, but
receiving its level 1 anti-change counter for a couple more days here.
Correct. He does brainstorm here, which eliminates that line of play of getting both the early play and the 2/1. So we'll see which one he opts to. I would imagine he does choose at least one of them here.
Right.
Just to be able to contest the board. I would expect Catwoman.
You
Since
think?
Dook is at level 1. Yeah, because Dook's at level 1, you get the free swing.
That's fair,
And
that's
Catwoman's
true.
pretty big. Like, Dook doesn't... So Dook runs 1 copy of the Remy Bomb that also gets big depending on events in waiting room, but he's on a new fresh refresh, so it's probably not going to pump.
Well, if
another character
he
large enough?
levels up, there are 2 events in his clock
Ooh, there
currently.
are 2 events in his clock. That will be a 3k pump. Ooh, that's
Right.
actually pretty good. He
So
can pump
it's possible
like a
that he actually, doesn't even use the bomb to remove the Catwoman in that case, and just decides to pump a Saya to kill it outright.
I really do like this Remy Bomb in this list, because it has 6/5 base, right? Which doesn't seem that big until you realize you you can just like kill a level 1 with it, and you
Exactly.
can use the 1/0 under the night sky counter to actually defend it to a reasonable number, so that your
Yep.
opponent has to consider either dropping a level 2 to kill it, which is like at least 1 stock resource on your opponent's side, or just like killing it with a level 3, but then at that point you're actually just negging there. So I think it
Yep.
actually fits really well with
It's-
this list.
Yeah,
like
for sure. For sure. And since he's running 2 different events, 3 different events even in this deck, he does have access to power pumps as high up as like, what, like 12,000 probably?
Oh yeah, he's up to 8 events, so I mean the theoretical maximum is 12,000.
It's wild how big you can make characters with that Remy.
Yeah, I think the Remy event is I think it is well known like among BanG players as being a really strong card, but yeah, for those of you who don't see it often, if you're running a high event list, like if you're running a lot of toilets, or which is that irritating girl, or if you're running a lot of the something in the warehouse, you definitely want to consider this Remy. It's great.
All right, and
So
we don't see any play to contest
either.
these.
Oh no.
He is just swinging in for some damage here.
That's interesting.
And unfortunately, he hasn't gotten to play a climax yet on either of these
this
turns.
entire game.
Either,
right?
yeah.
He hasn't played a climax entire. He has been canceling quite well. I believe he has been canceling two cancels basically per turn up until this point.
Yeah, and all of his attacks, despite only being for like 1s and a 2 here and there, have been sticking very well. So he's just slowly sort of pushing damage through and keeping an even game.
Right. So yeah, Duck's definitely not clocking here, which is correct. I'm wondering. So one thing that he's not running in his list is like an early play level 3, which seems kind of interesting because especially since your Saya is going to be creating these empty lanes, you would think that having an early play to take advantage of these empty lanes, for example, Christmas Saya to heal and just to continue to win on board, continue to win the damage race, would be pretty nice here.
Yeah, I would think the Christmas Saya fits in pretty well, since your opponent's pretty much only ever removing maybe like 1 lane off your board, so you can just pretty easily always early play it down and get another heal.
Right.
And if you get the climax combo off, you're gonna have the stock to do that multiple times.
Yeah. So that might be something that could be a possible. Well, Joon's canceling again.
Yep, we see the cancels continue.
Oh, it's a really good trigger here if he sticks. Ooh,
yeah, there we go.
So Joon hasn't been playing climaxes, but he also hasn't been really using stock. We only saw 1 grappling hook this game just to kind of like even out the stock game. He paid 2 stock, Duck paid 3 stock, so like kind of like evening the stock payouts, and so we might see Quick Engine.
All right.
I don't want to get my hopes up, but we might see Quick Engine.
Here's level 3.
He hits level 3, and Duck is still level 2, but if Joon doesn't die and hits up to like 3-6 or something, then Quake Engine would be really, really powerful.
Yeah, Quake Engine could definitely be a good tool here. Yeah, I think the best case scenario for Joon is hitting Duke to 3-0 here, and then surviving a turn and Quake Engineing.
Connor, I don't understand this copy pasta.
I don't either. We're just gonna let it happen.
We're just gonna let it happen.
We're just gonna let it happen.
I'm not a wine connoisseur, so it really does not make any sense.
My chat widget can only fit like 2 of this copy pasta on the screen at a time.
Oh my god.
Rest in peace, chat. Rest in peace.
He plays Batman Ninja. Is this thing big on defense? It is pretty big on defense. So
it's reasonable, yeah.
Good. Yeah, it'll be 11k with a full board. Yeah, that's not that bad. He's at 3-0. I would what would you do in this situation? So I think it would be imperative to leave enough stock for Quake Engine next turn, just in case you do get hit to the 3-6.
Right.
Right. I mean getting hit to 3-6 would be really, really bad if you don't have Quake Engine.
I think ideally here he gets to. Oh, I don't know. He doesn't quite have
No, he does. He has. He won't combo here for sure, right?
Right.
So
Well, I
he
was
can,
thinking
he can play two Batman Ninjas.
even if he hadn't
And
played the second Batman Ninja, I believe he was one stock short of
wait,
playing
did he?
a Bat Clan, and then like having Quake Engine Bat Clan and replay a Batman Ninja.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
Um,
could be a line. Maybe.
he was one stock short for that, I believe.
Right. No, I meant as in like like the backline might not be. Oh wait,
Oh, he's just going for it. I'm
he's.
not sure why, but he's just going for it.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Duck's out that.
We're gonna see a lot of cancels here because he didn't cancel last turn, and then he hit the one on his brainstorm.
Well, it was a fresh deck.
Right, but he's still. That means he should be like 6 to 7.
He's not. So he's just playing the climax to push. He's not comboing here.
Okay, I see.
Oh, but that is a triple cancel.
Yeah, I think that was you know to be reasonably to be expected.
Right. 30 cards left in June's hand.
3 in waiting room.
3 in the waiting room.
And I see 2 Quake Engines in his waiting room. He also when he used the Batman Ninja, he looked at a number of cards and he discarded those Quake Engines. So that either says that he has one in hand already and he's ready for that contingency plan, or that he just doesn't expect to use it at all this game.
Right.
Yeah.
I
mean, he won't be able to use it this coming turn because Duck's at level 2.
Yeah, I think he's probably more banking on cancels this turn, only being 3 out.
Only being 3 out, right. He also didn't play just like another character to back row, just to give that extra 500 power. I don't think it's necessary in this matchup. Again, the only card that Duck could even possibly hope to contest would be a pump with the Remy. But he's going into a refresh here. He does get to swing with the Remy. If he has the Remy here, he does get to swing with the Remy for an absurdly high power pump, and probably contest one of the Batman Ninjas. I'm wondering if he's counting. I'm wondering if he's counting events in waiting room right now. Yeah. Oh,
there it is. There it is.
How many? Okay, so let me see. So there is.
Man.
I think I haven't been keeping track. I have no idea. I'm guessing there should be like at least like a 6K pump though.
You summoned the wrinkle, right?
Yeah, I summoned
So he's gonna get a little more memory here. How big? Oh, I bet he has the climax here to stock soul and get the 2-1, right?
Oh, I mean, it's not
Maybe?
necessary, right? Like this is at least a 6K pump.
That's true. His waiting room is massive.
Right. Yeah. So like, as long as he assigns 500 power with the back row brainstorm, he's already over.
Yikes.
Paris phase plus 500 power to this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Melt swing here. Let's see the numbers.
1, 2,
2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 events in waiting room.
7 events. So that is.
Oh my goodness.
10,500 power.
14. Alright.
As a pump, right?
As a pump.
Yeah. So that thing is 15.5.
Too big to care about, really.
Yeah. June's just gonna have to eat that. So Chad is talking about how June's climax placement last turn might have been a little ill-advised because he did hit into a triple cancel, and without the climax he would have been able to stick 2 damage.
He discarded 1 to anti-damage himself.
Yeah, not that great, but it is a gambit at the end of the day, right? It is a gambit, yeah. Because he is behind by quite a lot here.
Okay.
He was behind by 5 damage, and he does need to even the board, like even the game state out somehow.
Right.
Yeah, I think just sticking 1 or 2 damage is not enough to come back in this situation.
1, 3, 2.
Refresh point. Attack was for 1.
Yeah. 1 hits.
Okay. Frontal. 2.
Alright, we see the 2-1.
1, 2 hits.
2
Ooh,
sticks.
He takes all of this damage.
This is less than fortunate.
It is definitely not great.
Alright, so we get the cancel there, so
Okay.
it's possible he can just play a healer this turn.
Yeah, he can heal down. So we actually will have enough stock for the play you were talking about earlier. If he just plays a Catwoman healer, heal down to 3/2, and then play a Bat Clan in the back row, he'll be able to do the bounce and the and have like enough stock for Quake.
Well, he'll build a balance. He won't be able to replay the Batman Ninja afterwards, though.
Oh, without if he Quakes. Assuming.
Yeah.
That's true. It's kind of, is there a good back row, like a good 2-1 back row in Batman Ninja?
They have an assist that's a 2K to level 3s, I believe. Let's see, I can pull it up here real quick. It is a 2-1 Catwoman, I believe. Yeah, it's a 2-1 Catwoman. It's assist all your level 3 or higher characters in front of this card get 2,000, and on play, draw 1, discard 1.
Okay.
They also have the box topper Batman, which is a global 1,000, and on play, pay 1, discard a climax to add a climax from waiting room to hand.
Oh, climax 6 on a 2-1.
Yes, yeah, it's on a 2-1 global 1K.
Global 1K. Okay, that might actually be that might actually be a pretty good card. Along with the Batman Time Traveler, you get the 2-1s to be 9K.
Right. Yeah, I actually play it
on defense. That's actually pretty good.
In my list, just because it helps your level 1s scale a little bit, but it also helps you your level 2s get over opposing level 3s.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because one thing we are noticing from, I guess, this Batman list is that there is a little bit lack of defensive power. So he's not really being able to maintain board at any given point. Yeah. But that might be more of a problem of just not being able to climax combo at all this game. So.
Yeah, we've definitely seen him not be able to push a whole lot of damage.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think are? I mean, healing is probably #1 priority here.
I would think so.
Right.
I would think playing the healer. Yep. Oh no, that's a grappling hook. My lord.
Oh, okay, so
I don't think he uses it here though.
He definitely doesn't use it here. 4 and winning. Well, if he doesn't trigger climaxes, like he'll probably triple cancel if he doesn't trigger here.
Yeah, I think he's definitely.
He's banking on it.
I think he wants to not grappling hook, leave his stock, and be able to
Quake
utilize all of it next turn.
Okay, he is running the Saya, which is fine, I think.
Alright, we see the 3 stick, so that's level 3.
It's parity on level 3, right? So
and now depending on how this goes, it might be difficult to get the warehouse events into waiting room.
Whoa, there's no climax that's triggered there. Does he have one in stock that he didn't pay out last turn?
I don't believe so, because he only had 1 event missing from his pump last turn. If he can heal twice, he can get the 1 and clock into his waiting room.
Right.
I was kind of hoping for that last attack to be able to stick 2.
Right.
To make that a little harder, but.
Yeah. Yeah. If Duck can do 3/3/3, sorry, if he can do the burn 3s here, that'd be really good. Because Joon's nearing refresh, so every swing will be lethal here. If he can get the 3 swings and the 3 burns.
So we see the 3/2 set 1 Kasumi.
Right.
Which means that either he's only going to play 1 of the finisher.
Oh, okay. Now he's definitely only playing 1 now.
Okay.
With that's a pretty telegraphed. Ooh, salvage 2 here. Yeah, but I mean he can play the finisher for free. With the climax combo.
Right.
Wait? Let's see. Can he play? So he plays the finisher for free. He'll have 3 stock, burn 2, 1, 2. He can't do the Musashi now that he's brainstormed.
Can he not?
Yeah, I don't think so.
How much stock? The Kasumi 3/2 takes.
Kasumi is pay 2, right? Is it not? Yeah,
pay 2.
Pay 2, ditch a red card.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be on attack 2, 3, and then because the other Kasumi is on attack pay 4.
Yep.
And
so
if
he'll be
attacks
one
with the last roll at
short.
3, he'll be 1 short. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where the stock soul star beat would come in handy.
Right. Exactly. I wonder if he thought about that, like, because if he already had the 3/2 Cosby in hand, like, it probably would have been better just not to brainstorm there.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
he is 1 short from getting that extra instance, which is huge here.
We have in BanG Dream a Jinsu that grabs yellow climaxes. Oh, he still gets a level 3 off of. Or no, he doesn't get a level 3. That's not cigarettes. He gets a level 1. Oh no.
Wait, what's that?
He played the event. He hit 2 climaxes on level 3, so he grabbed the 1/0
but
Saya.
he can't double combo here anyways. Even if he hard played a level 3 from hand, it still wouldn't have worked.
Right. He's just playing it to get the event into waiting room for the turn.
But then if he had the event in his hand already, why wouldn't he just play the event instead of like brainstorming? Oh, is he going to Arisa here?
Maybe. I don't know.
He has enough stock to Arisa
and then still do the finisher.
And still do the combo by doing it last. Arisa would be quite good here because we do know that Joon is super compressed.
Right.
And he is going to have to play over his front row at all. Like he's going to have to play over them right now. So if he plays the Arisa here, he can just rest the front row that he's just gonna kill anyways.
I think as well that the brainstorm was probably a push to
get the RC in the waiting room, maybe.
Well, either get the Arisa or get more of the event, because if he knew he could only heal once, then that's one event sort of trapped, not in.
Right. Okay, so he's gonna Arisa here. That's actually really good.
Because I believe he still only has 1 copy of the warehouse event in waiting room.
Oh, is it only 1 right now?
I believe it's just the one he played.
Is Fumio 1 climax or 2?
This one's just 1.
Are the other one is Aqua 2?
Aqua is 2.
Wow.
Most of them are 2.
Really? Which ones are 1s? Actually, I actually don't really keep tabs on this one.
Arisa's one of the only ones. Most of them are 2. Arisa is just having the rest cost instead of additional stock.
Right. Wow. Arisa's really good. What? No wonder she's on the ban list in Japanese. So this definitely puts a wrench in Joon's plans of just like triple canceling with a really compressed deck.
Yes, that's the other one.
Sunshine Rico is also 1. Yeah.
Right, because she also has the same cost to just rest one.
Yeah,
instead of having to pay
stock. Not really a cost, to be honest.
Right.
Because you can just rest herself, right?
You can, yeah, which happens often with the Arisa since she's a global.
Right. Just to get another 3 swing here and potentially trigger for 4. I think it's correct here. He wants to do 3-3-3, and then the burn will probably be 1. Oh, is that just? Oh, that is just lethal. Wow.
Wow.
I wonder if Joon didn't expect the Arisa, because his play definitely got hard countered by the Arisa.
I don't know that he had a whole lot of a choice there.
That's true.
And chat says if he had 1 more stock, he could have done the buns as well. The only copy of buns that he plays was in his clock.
Yeah.
So he didn't have access to that.
Yeah. Well, actually, now that we talk about the buns, so BanG Dream has quite a difficult time drawing the bun for most part, which is why I see a lot of players opting for 2 at least in their list. But
I don't think
Under the Nice Guy can add buns.
It can't
with the effect, right? So you technically have better event grabbing with the Under the Night Sky. So I think the one-up copy actually might be okay.
Chat's asking if the attack was for 5. I don't believe he triggered a soul trigger there.
Why would he? He attacked on the side.
He attacked with the Arisa. He attacked with the Arisa, so it was a direct.
Yeah, but the
Arisa
was fronting. Yeah, it was a direct for 4. It was. He didn't trigger. What do you call it? He didn't trigger a 2 soul, right?
I don't believe he triggered a soul trigger.
No, I know. Did he trigger soul trigger for 4? He wasn't direct attack. It was a front attack.
Oh, was it a frontal attack? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, then the
five.
soul trigger would just put it to 4 then.
Yeah, it was just a soul trigger for 4, right? It wasn't the sock soul, right? I don't think so.
I'll drop 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
Three-
frontal for
frontal
3 plus 1
Yeah,
trigger. Yeah.
frontal 3 for 1. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing wrong here. Okay, what do you think June's adaptations for game 2 will be?
Draw his
drawing
climax.
combo?
Yeah, draw his climax. But yeah, I do agree that one buns is a little greedy, I think.
Even with the 4 under the night sky?
I think a lot of the time you're playing that sort of early to protect your 2-1s, right? And I don't know that the buns is something you really want to try to be holding that early, but maybe.
So you think the timing on the under the night sky is problematic, basically?
Yeah, I think having the draw 2, ditch 2 stock as a dig for it is pretty good. I don't think he really plays any other cantrips. BanG Dream doesn't actually have a lot of good cantripping level 3s.
Yeah, as just like a general thing.
Right.
Yeah.
However, in a couple of days when we get BanG Dream Volume 2, all of these problems are solved with the 1-0 Kasumi that can swap events in your hand.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy that we're doing this tournament like right during the release of this set, because that set does change a lot.
It does.
In terms of the meta. Yeah, it's a very recent Japanese set in a meta where we're like still pretty AOT dominated, kind of, which is like a really old set in terms of Japanese sets go.
Wow, aggressive.
Very aggressive. Definitely a runner go bye bye.
Runner go bye bye.
And I think it is good for a deck if you can tri-field on a runner to do so. Because not only is it giving you the stock, and in June's case, the stock is very important to use for his grappling hooks, and just to just recurve advantage. No back clan, but that would also be a good stock out. And,
that is powerful right there.
Oh, he hits the pants just to get the climax combo. So yeah, so I think it's possible that he also has a lot of the climax combo pieces already in his hand, which allows him to tri-field. Since he's tri-fielding, then his opponent is basically forced to tri-field back, just to be able to answer on board, and then he gets his choice of reverse targets at that point.
Yes, the 2-1s that shuffle 1 back on Fumio effect. You've got the waiver from Apocrypha.
Oh, yeah.
Cardcaptor Sakura has 1.
We don't really see those played that often, though.
We don't, which I think is strange. I think they're pretty powerful in the decks they're in. Waiver's a bit weird because he's off trait in Apocrypha. Right. But Cardcaptor Sakura does have access to 1.
Well, there's a lot of things in the warehouse today.
Yeah.
He's getting his level 1 combo pieces, which makes me
I was about to say, with Joon pushing him to level 1 as quickly as he did, might have made it hard for him to set up his combo, but
nope.
We might see him get it off here anyway.
Yeah. He only has 1 stock, so he won't be able to use multiple Saya effects. Saya's like, he's
brainstorming. Interesting. So he might not have the climax to go for it.
That's
interesting.
Or he might not have had 1-0 Saya targets in waiting room. That's also possible.
Yeah, that's
because we just saw
possible.
2 milled here, and he did salvage 1, and we see 1 in the clock. So actually, I think that's actually what happened was he didn't have targets. Yeah, because he salvaged 1 in clock, and then we just hit 2 on the brainstorm.
Yeah,
so he only has 1-1-0 Saya.
I think Joon realized that the way to beat this strategy is just to hit him hard before he has a chance to set them up. That way he can't get that wall established.
Right. Yeah, this Saya combo it's really strong when you get it off, but it's a lot of moving parts and a lot of moving pieces in a deck that doesn't really get the kind of like the luxury to pick and choose all the time.
Right.
No Riki at level 0.
Yeah.
A salvage Riki, but yeah, definitely the on search Riki would have been really good for like a deck like this. Do you think the layer Riki will definitely make a difference?
I think so for sure.
Yeah. You'd probably slot that into his deck. He does get one of this on reverse.
2 hits level.
And he will be, I believe he will be counting on the Rinko to bounce in order to get his run.
Still 2-5.
Yeah.
2.
Although it's not really a bad thing if the Rinko doesn't bounce, because then Joon can't grappling hook.
That's true. That's true.
3-5.
Yeah. Oh, he counters
Wow.
the Sengoku.
Then
I'm surprised. Wait, if he.
he went to hand.
Oh, did he just get hit to level 1?
He did,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, he just
yeah.
got it. Yeah. Because I was thinking like, if you could counter the Batman back in time, you would rather save that because it's a pump. But he just got hit to level 1, so that makes sense.
I'll take a 1-0.
Very
Uh,
proactive on the counter usage by Joon here.
Yeah, I also don't know. The Rinko gains power, right? So it might have actually been too big for a counter, even. Even if he could play it.
Oh yeah, it would have been tied actually.
Yeah.
And he does get the bounce back. Oh, this is okay. So this is actually quite awkward for Joon now. So with 1 slot, the grappling hook is great because you just force the Rimi into that 1 slot. But with 2 slots, grappling hook is a little bit more awkward because
Also,
there's still another slot for the Rimi to run to, and the Rimi can
Rimi-
run herself.
Can she?
Yes, she can.
That does make things quite awkward.
One of my favorite
Yeah, you
plays
can.
with the my favorite plays with the 1-0 Rimi is to stand by her at level 0, and then just run her in front of a an opponent level 0, and then they just like kind of stare at me
1-3.
That's
because they can't
powerful.
even side for damage at that point.
right. Yeah.
It's so bad, yeah. And she's big for at level 0. It's like she's 3k. Not many cards can kill 3k if they're not prepared for it. But so I think what Joon can do here though is if he has 2 combos. Oh no, but he is targeting the brainstorm again. So I
Right.
think
He doesn't really care about combo. He just wants to kill it.
correct, right? He just wants, or no, he wants to deny the brainstorm from this high stock low hand resource deck, right? And we actually might just see a complete reset a complete replay of game 1 where Duke just 3-stocks this brainstorm because he needs to again.
Very possible.
Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, do you think 3-stocking is like how do I phrase this? Is the play that is like the most neutral play against a grappling hook? Assuming that he plays grappling hook and you don't have another copy of the brainstorm.
Probably, because realistically, that means your opponent paid 2 stock. You paid 3 stock, but you also -1 sold your opponent.
Yeah.
Which on first deck is actually pretty good.
It's pretty good.
You
right?
effectively just set the game back by a couple stock, but you also paid 1 to block a damage.
Right.
It's
actually quite interesting because it really is it's like a paradigm almost, right? Because high stock, high compression games are kind of the norm we expect from Weiss shards in 2020.
Right.
Decks playing costless combos at level 0 and 1 to build a bunch of stock for compression, and by just forcing both players to effectively just pay a ton of compression in terms of stock, it just sets a new type of meta for the game.
Yeah, and I think unfortunately in a matchup like this where BanG Dream can get its stock back so easily, I unfortunately think that taking that sort of low stock game plan is probably not the best way to go.
Ooh, he only has 1 copy of the level 1, so if he has the combo, we know he has the climax in hand, but he won't be able to get multiple reverses on the combo. It's a little bit unfortunate. He actually, so he paid. How much stock did he have at the start of the turn? He had 4 or 3. Because he brainstormed grappling.
Yeah.
Did he Sengoku? No, he didn't Sengoku. So he only had 3 stock then.
Right, he countered for the first Sengoku.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
he just had the 3 stock from his tri-field.
Do you think brainstorming was correct, or do you think he should have just Sengoku'd instead of brainstorming and then try to get? Well, actually, that doesn't.
I don't know.
Really make it
getting the reverse combo doesn't really help him here.
That's true.
Whoa.
Oh, I like that. As we said, the Rimi can run herself.
Right, and obviously he has the event counter.
And sometimes Rimi go play in front row. Wait, he
countered.
Oh, that's
in
not the on
middle.
reverse.
No,
Oh,
it's
never
the
mind.
on
It's
attack.
the
Yeah.
K1. Oh, it's the on attack. Never mind. I was just like, wait,
Big
what?
die for 2.
Actually,
Draw.
now that I think about it, that's actually good for June because
Right.
yeah, because if he had the on reverse,
No draws.
then they would just been able to run the other Remy to the other side, so he wouldn't have been able to get the combo. Anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
Although the on reverse is bigger.
Reverse effect? Oh wait, never mind. Sorry.
Can't.
No,
Yeah.
I can't.
It is bigger by a lot.
Front for 2. 3.
One cancel.
Where did June assign the 1K on the grappling hook?
How many waiting room now?
Probably in the middle.
5
Middle?
waiting room.
So I'm trying to think here. 6K, 8K, and then he was 7.5
3 cards in deck.
or 6.5. Wait,
So he was 5,000 base. Climax made him
6K.
6,000. Brainstorm makes him 65, and then he hit the 1,500 on the second Sengoku, so that makes him 8K. And then
and
then
the
minus
Saya's
1,000.
85.
Yeah, and then
So
minus
that's
1,000 onto the Saya. But we did see the event counter come out.
Right, which is 8.5. So he was 500 short from tying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate.
Pushing 7.
He did really basically assign almost as much power as he could at level 1 there.
Yeah.
How many climaxes?
But if he did have the on reverse Batman combo, he would have been over.
He would have been
Well, he would have
500
tied.
bigger.
He would have been tied, yeah.
Let's see, the Saya is... Yeah, the Saya is 7,000. So 75 with Big Global, so it went down to 6.5, and then back up
And then
to
85.
85, yeah.
Yeah. So despite Duck doing I think a really smart play running the Remy up to
Refresh point.
prevent damage, he still gets hit to level 2 here.
Yeah, unfortunately. Though, with his stock now, we might be able to see the more copies of the 2-1 come down just as like hard plays from hand.
So I believe the Remy was naturally bigger than the Sengoku. Did he counter there actually? Wait, did he counter for the 1-0 Remy as well?
Remy was just 3. The Sengoku was 3 with the climax.
Oh, so he
So
did
yeah,
counter
he
there.
did need to counter there.
Oh, he had a counter there.
Right, he did play the counter. He just didn't get to do the
effect.
the
right.
effect off of it.
I see.
But it blocks 1 damage and opens up a lane
Right.
to deal more damage in.
I like it still, yeah, because yeah, I think the open lane is good, especially if he doesn't have a climax here, because that's just it's a kind of like a natural climax that he gets to play.
Right.
Yeah.
Direct. 4.
Ooh.
Capitals?
Okay. Well,
Direct.
as far as deck states goes, though, June's deck state is definitely in a really good place right here.
For sure.
Refreshing with, I believe that's all 8. I didn't catch what he said, but should be 7 to 8 here. I see 2 Catwoman counters in June's level. I would not be surprised if he actually just leveled on one of those Catwoman counters.
Yeah, they're
It's not relevant.
not
It's
super
actually-
valuable here.
Yeah. Okay, so here again, so unlike last game, Duke was able to field two 2-1 Sayas, right? And he just had a commanding presence on the board, right? Basically won board for like 2 to 3 turns straight. It was just basically bullying at that point, right? But here Duke only has 1 2-1 Saya, and it already it's like mile difference, right? Like it already feels like he could lose this board pretty easily at any given point.
Refresh point?
Because
Yeah.
June only really needs to pump 1 card to get over the 2-1 Saya, and then like the rest of Duke's board is actually quite weak. So
Right. Even if he uses the Remy to move something into the
Yeah.
front here.
yeah, it's actually crazy how much difference a second copy of that 2-1 Saya makes, right? You were just looking at completely different board states, really.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so he
So we
Let's
see
see here.
2-0 to 2-0. Damage is pretty even here.
Damage is even. I'm expecting Batman Time Traveler.
Brainstormer.
Oh, here we go.
Oof.
Grappling hook over here. Oh yeah, he does level the Catwoman counter, like I said. That's great. I really expect him to play Time Traveler here, because I don't think he wants to take risks in not being able to reverse this 2-1. Yes, nice. Okay, I'm really happy
Powerful.
with that. That's really powerful. He's not gonna be able to protect this 2-1 at all. Joon has how many cards in hand? It looks like 3. 4?
Enough
3 or 4?
to reverse something here for sure.
3. Okay. He won't be able to reverse the middle. That's big.
That's unfortunate.
That's
I think that's definitely the least important one though, because
correct. It does get to change.
It does
into
get does
a
get
2-1
to
if he
change.
draws a climax.
Yeah, that's a big unfortunate.
But you're right. It's definitely the least important. The 2-1 side is dead. I believe this Brainstormer can't even be countered for. Wait, actually, it's 500. It's 500 power right now.
Brainstorm is yeah. Is that where he put the grappling hook?
Yes, he did.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's at 500 power. Backclan is 2,000.
Oh,
so it's possible.
Wait. How much? What Catwoman is Catwoman on your turn or on your opponent's turn?
The Brainstorm.
On your turn.
The Brainstorm is it's literally Remy
Okay,
Brainstorm.
yeah. So they'll tie it then.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Okay. So he can't protect his Brainstorm with the counter. Does he 3-stock here? The Brainstorm again?
That's rough.
I feel like that's not. Oh, he's no, he's just definitely going over everywhere here.
Front for 2. Drop.
Okay.
Triggering the climax. That's actually not bad here because Joon is quite low on hand size.
Yeah, it does mean he's gonna have to keep spending stock though if he wants it out.
I mean, Joon has never been one shy of spending stock. Does he side here?
I don't know. Nope.
I don't think.
Oh!
He's thinking of it. So I think
Side for 1.
this turn has just gone incredibly downhill incredibly quickly.
1.
Actually, I don't think this is that bad. If Dill can't.
I don't know, man. If we see a stock soul come out here,
Ooh, yeah. Okay, stock
that's
soul.
bad.
Stock soul would be very bad. Stock soul would be very, very bad. But I think anything short of stock soul though is not the worst.
Yeah, if we see another stock soul here,
If we see stock soul, it's probably that's pretty.
That's
like all Shiro levels of Yabai. But anything short of the stock soul should be manageable.
I will say
Brainstorm
this
here.
deck has been incredibly good at hitting double 1-0 Saya on its mills. I feel like every time he's brainstormed, we've seen 2 of that level 1 Saya.
I feel like I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, have I been in this place before? Wasn't I just commentating this moment 2 minutes ago? Yeah. So. And this is another weakness of the deck, not being able to play early plays, because early plays are 2 soul beaters that can push the tempo of the game, right? If you for example, if you had Christmas, like I say the stock soul is like the worst play, but like a Christmas Saya here would also be pretty bad. Like if like the heal one, the extra soul, pushing the damage here. So
right, because that Christmas Saya on its own, if it stuck its 2 soul attack, swings the game.
Wait, that's 2 attackers.
Interesting.
Give me a second.
Interesting.
What's his hand?
Obviously not very good.
Are they counters? No, there's not. They can't be counters. Maybe
they're probably
his.
I was about to say it's probably his level 3 game.
Wait.
Cancels.
Did Joon just give him a direct? After triggering 3 climaxes, Joon has the audacity to backclan and give him a direct.
So it pays out a climax, and it gives him a plus, and it gives him a +1.
Cancels.
Well, he might be planning on doing that anyway. Oh my lord.
Boy. Draw for turn.
Oh my lord. What is happening? I really want to know what he's planning on doing with that other 2 stock, because brainstorming, he can brainstorm with one of them.
And then he has like just like an awkward stock left, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he could
See,
play
'cause-
another
'cause-
2-1.
See, what I don't agree with the backline here is like if he didn't do that, he can grappling hook brainstorm here, or he could like brainstorm he could clock brainstorm Catwoman, right? Or like there's like a number of plays you can do with 3 stock, but very few with 2. That makes sense.
Right.
Okay, so he does clock here. Yeah, so I don't understand that backline. That just makes sense to me. It just seems so rude almost. Because like the direct is like so risky there too. Like if he like if Duck just like crit trigger 2 soul there and he just 8-5, like that's just the game.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're opening a direct against a deck that runs 2 soul triggers is just kind of like it's so foolhardy. It's like it's so ballsy. What? That is very weird. But I mean, we'll always say, never punished. Yeah. So.
Man, I'm really curious as to what he's. I wonder.
His recovery.
I wonder if he's going to use the other 2 stock to grappling hook again.
I don't think so. So like, what his deck can do here is probably like I wouldn't be surprised if he brainstorms Sengoku's.
That's
like just to pay out the 2 stock, right?
Possible as well.
Yeah.
We've
Although he is really thinking. He's really thinking hard about.
We've definitely seen that he's fond of Sengoku.
Okay, all right, there we go.
Later
Sengoku,
in the game,
and I'm definitely expecting the Sengoku to. Oh, actually, he's thinking now that he's milled. Okay, let me check his climax. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I see 5 in there, and there's 2 in stock. So he has like 1 at most in deck here. That's not good. That's a lot of deck.
This man got a mill fast.
He got a mill. Actually, though, wait. I need to talk about this. There is an argument for like if you're in a situation where it's this bad, you just don't mill.
and what you do is you just cancel.
Yeah, no. So no, what you do? No, you don't even try to get that one cancel. You just win board, and then just like have your units there to like soften the blow.
Right.
And then just take the damage, and then like not expend extra resources to try to like get yourself out of the situation, and then like save your resources for like your level 3 where you can like try to reset. But actually, no, he had a free mill 4 there.
Yeah, I want to say the nice thing about this
Sengoku, which is a mill 5. Okay, so he's actually fine now, I think.
Right. Most of Batman Ninja's mill doesn't actually cost resources, so
actually he might not be. I think he needs to salvage another mill 2 here, before he's out of the woods. Because it looks like he's pretty far from 4 cards in deck. He looks to be around 7 cards. Yeah, that's not good. So he let me see here. So he milled 4 with Brainstorm. He milled 4 with his on-play level 0s, and then he milled 1 with the clock.
Right.
So he milled 9, and he still has like 7. So he was like at like 16 cards left in deck there. So he's gonna get another mill 2. But you kind of see what I'm talking about here, right? Like you're spending so many resources just to like mill, and then you're not even guaranteed the cancels technically on the refresh turn because you're spending all the stock. I mean, the stock has to be spent either way, I guess.
Right. Normally, if the stock was clean, it would be a lot harder to justify. But here,
right.
You have to spend this stock anyway.
But you can just grappling hook here too, right? Like that is like not a bad play. And then like the problem here is like he's like 2/2 with like low hand, so like he doesn't have like the clock compression or the hand compression, and he's just like completely gimping his like late game here.
Yeah, I think
like all for the sake of like trying to get a good refresh.
I think grappling hook also is a lot less appealing here because A, he wants to stick the damage through the direct attack in this situation, and then B, there's 2 brainstorms on Bang Dream's board right now, so even if he kills one, it's not really setting Bang Dream that far back.
That's true, you're right. Oh, what is this? He's negging just to kill the Remy, even if the Remy runs to the other side. Huh.
Well, he's definitely going for the win.
I mean,
He's
his hand
definitely
is huge.
his hand is huge. Yeah.
Huge, actually. And what am I talking about? He triple triggered book last turn. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, actually,
He's definitely going for the win board play here.
right. Like, cause like another line for like last turn, for example, if he doesn't want a grappling hook, if he has cap, and then like not mill, 16 cards in deck, 1 climax. If he doesn't trigger it, like he might be able to get a cancel, and he's like maybe 2-6 with like 3 stock and like still like not in bad shape.
Yeah, especially
versus like what
if
he
you
is
don't
right now.
see a
And
climax
yeah, it looks like he still has more than 4 cards. Oh, so he's guaranteed to kill on the Remy, but he won't be able to kill the Saya. This Saya has lived much longer than a 104k should have any right to do. Does Joon crash this? Oh my gosh, that feels really awkward. That definitely does not feel good.
Definitely does not feel good.
The grappling hook would have also prevented this. Yeah, the grappling hook would have prevented this too.
Yeah, I think the direct attack is still probably more valuable.
I mean, Joon definitely is stuck in between a rock and a hard place with this decision. So it's really hard to say which line is better, and it also really heavily depends on his triggers as well, and like what the damage his opponent takes, and you know there's a lot of factors here. But that's why it's interesting. You know, no shirts go the same because like there's all these points where there's no real correct line. You're just trying to make the best of it, and at that point it's really heavily dependent on player style. I would say actually, like what are you more comfortable playing with, right? To me, it seems like Joon has been very comfortable playing low resource, even at level 3. Whereas, like, I feel like a lot of other players would prefer to have more resources at level 3, just to give themselves more room to maneuver. I think it does come down to a player style at these kinds of junctions.
Wow, that's a lot of events.
Refreshing 6. Did he trigger one?
How many gates are there?
He did trigger a gate last turn, I believe.
There are 2 in here.
Okay, so 1 gate in stock and probably 1 in hand? Is what I'm guessing?
Yeah.
This sets up his Remy quite nicely. His Remy pump is going to be quite nice if he plays this. It's that's already 4-5 on the pump.
Yeah.
He can pump this 1-0 Saya to kill the time traveling man. This hero
2-1 Remy has probably been the MVP of the day. Considering no other card has really had any printed text in either of these games.
I mean, like, let's be real, right? Yeah, like this Saya, this 1-0 Saya has just been a 4K textless beater that has somehow survived 2 turns
2-3-1
and is now going to kill a 2-1.
Yeah, I think this is
that's just a testament to the power of Oh, he could have missed that. That would have been really bad if he missed that.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he could have missed that. Oh, but did he hit another event? Or no,
he hit the brainstorm.
He hit the brainstorm. Oh yeah, so there was the gate he triggered last turn.
Yeah. Ooh, that's not very many targets you got there, my man.
No. Yeah. And they're all level 0s. Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, that's the Remy. Actually, if he can't get that's his only copy. Oh, he gets it.
I don't even know if he takes it here.
I don't know if he takes it here. He just hit another climax. Does he have mill options? What are his mill options here? They cost stock. Oh, the fresh start Saya. I believe he has that in hand. That mill's 2 for free. Otherwise, not very good mill options. Oh, he is going to use the Arisa. That's a pay 1 mill.
Yep. He got that off of his brainstorm.
It kind of needs that. Actually, oh, that makes. Oh, actually, he has enough hand where I feel like I would have just brainstormed again. Because he ditched a brainstorm for the Arisa effect, but he's probably gonna play over this Arisa anyways, right?
I don't know. He might not.
Really? He has like a lot of hand here.
I don't know that playing over the Arisa really does him a whole ton of good here, though.
That's true.
Because, like, especially, he's at 2-6, so it's not unreasonable for Joon to try to push with restanders if he gets hit to level 3. Like if direct
Yeah.
attacks stick here, and level zeros outside of like empty slots, level zero is the next best thing you can have on the board against
That's true. Yeah,
Batman Ninja,
especially
just so that they can't side for more precise damage.
yeah, at this point in the game, you're right. Um, I guess what I was thinking is like maybe if he didn't ditch the brainstorm, he could have like brainstorm again here.
He could have for sure.
Like who needs stock, right?
I mean, yeah, he can do his end game for pretty cheap. So
Oh, he's gonna use the event just to pump the power. Does that get over? 6,
So this one
7, 8. He's gonna tie. If June has a 1-0 runner,
Alright. We tie.
Duke's gonna feel really sad here. There's his 1 of Brent event, so we might not see that. Oh wait, June still had that many cards in deck that were clean? Oh. Ooh. He still had 4 cards in deck after all that mill. June milled 11 cards, attacked 3 times, and still had 4 cards left in deck.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Like honestly, at that point, I would just not mill. Like that's just too much. Like it's like almost no difference between milling and not milling. Right? Because he ended his turn with 4 cards in deck. Like he's taking or I mean, if he cancels this, I guess maybe hindsight 20.
Yeah, getting into the next deck is pretty big.
It is, but it's still a gamble, I think.
Because like if you do mill or if you do like trigger that climax on one of your attacks, then you're like 0 and 13. You kind of just lose the game.
But if you can keep board, then it's not bad, right?
1, 2, 3.
Because even if you're 0 and 13, if you can maintain board, like assuming even if your opponent has a climax, it's only 2/2/2 without triggers. It's like
Right.
not that bad. Ooh, he gets a cancel. Alright, hindsight 2020. June's a good player.
And front
Paid off.
2.
Does he have the counter here?
Tie, right?
Yes, we tie. Okay.
June has a counter. Okay, so now Duke won't be able to use the pay effect to get to mill through his deck a little bit more, which might put him at a bad place. June has 3 climax, 3 stock. How many restands can you do? Just 1, right?
Just one.
Just 1. Unfortunate. Let's get to keep board. Do you think he would want to push for game here,
How many climaxes
or he
do
would
we
try to
have?
heal down with the Catwoman?
Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I lean toward healing down probably being better.
Really?
How many cards in deck?
10.
I don't know how set up Bang Dream is to finish here.
Pretty set up, I would say. 5 cards in hand. Costing me is draw 2, ditch 2, so it's like pretty good in terms of that. Double brainstorm, and then he doesn't need a lot of stock. He also has the on death Riki for popping party members, and so if he's not close to dead, he can actually just do that to like guarantee a piece
Yeah.
and just push for the game afterwards. Like I think BanG Dream is pretty set to like push from 3-0. Like at least with his build. Like it's not a hard thing to do.
Yeah, he might have to just go. June might have to just go for game here.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Kill the Arisa.
Oh!
Oh, where have we seen this before? June finding extra damage, soul damage somehow. Grappling hook. Oh, so
He's going for this race.
Oh, the 1-0 Rimi's gone. So he doesn't get to
Yeah.
There's no running. He can't run, he can't hide. Is that backland? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I think, and actually, just looking at the BanG Dream list again, I think just the potency of the Arisa, along with all the burn, I think June should be incentivized to try to finish. No climax.
So the problem here is that once again he's 1 stock short of back clanning his restander to restand again next turn.
Salvage.
3.
3.
He hits a climax.
And
Not great.
did he grab a draw?
Ooh,
I bet the draw is the only one in his waiting room there. So he
Yeah,
just
probably.
grabbed it.
I would assume so.
2. 3.
Ooh.
2 cancels.
Ooh, it's a cancel. Okay. Does he even?
Cards in deck?
So I wouldn't restand.
Yeah, I know you definitely don't restand here.
Yeah, you definitely don't restand here then. you just try to go again next game.
Yeah.
Next turn, sorry, not next game. There's no next game if he loses.
Well, see, now at this point, he can back clan the restander and then play it
Right,
back
he
down
can.
next turn.
Right, he can.
How many stock souls?
There are 4 stock souls.
4 stock souls?
4 stock souls, yep.
Effect, pay 3.
Whoa!
That's ambitious.
Restand. Side for 3. 3.
3 for 7.
Did he just really want the damage to?
No,
go
he
through?
wanted the waiting room to shuffle back in so that there weren't events.
How many climax?
Huh.
Like he effectively just turned off the
finisher,
Kasumi
right?
combo. I don't know if that's worth it though, because like the pay 4 to burn is still pretty good. I don't
It's
know.
not bad. It's not bad.
Huh. This is interesting.
It's really interesting. He thought about that for a while, and I'm still thinking about it because like. The more I think about it, the more I like it actually, because it is 3 damage that you're not gonna be able to get any other way.
Right. Yeah. He's guaranteed that damage here. So
Yeah,
it's
he's
easier.
guaranteeing the damage, and it is making it awkward for Duke to assemble his finisher.
Drop.
I like it. Actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, I like it. I like it. If Joon knew that that was gonna be clean, I think I
So,
do like the restand.
Ian says he thinks he thought that the climax for the finisher was in the deck and he needed to hit it to waiting room so he couldn't draw it.
That's possible too. But I mean, it looks like Duke just has it in hand.
Yeah.
Because he didn't trigger it last turn.
Well, I think when he played a copy of it last
That was
that
was like a tell, right?
Right. Yeah, I think you can assume that there's another copy.
Although Joon was kind of out at that point, so like maybe Joon thought he was just trying to be aggressive.
Maybe.
After the triple, or not after the triple, because he had like what is it, four in deck that were clean.
Right.
Right. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. No. See, this is what I expected here because the.
Can he do both? No, he can't do both. There's no way he can do both here.
Uh.
Actually, he missed his opportunity to do both. If he comboed for the second one, he could have done both.
Yeah, I think he might.
If he comboed for the second one, he 100% could have done both. Because if you combo for the second one, you get a stock.
Maybe he doesn't have the climax.
Yeah, because he was how much stock? He was like 4 stock, I believe, before that. And if he plays the climax, goes up to 5, pay 4, 2, 3. Oh, actually no, he's off by 1.
He'd still be 1 short.
This is why the stocks was so good. Starby stocks was actually so good. Why do people run the gate? I don't understand.
Well, I kind of get it in this list because you have.
You need the trigger, yeah.
Right, it's a plussing trigger. I think if you were running like Christmas Kasumi, you can justify the stock soul so that you're still on 4 comeback 4 stock soul.
Right, that's true. The Starby stock soul is just so good though, especially if you're running the set 1 Kasumi. It's just so freaking nuts. He's gonna brainstorm again. Okay, he's setting up. So I think it looks like he's trying to set up his events.
Yeah.
So looks like gate into the Kira one.
Yeah, I think the reason he hard played both of those was to try to get the draw ditches to just get more events into waiting room for his combo.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a lot of 3s. Probably. Although it would really be tragic if somehow he was missing one of the something in the warehouses here. He's really interesting. Running the 3 copies only. Very interesting. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, he's good. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like he's good. That's all 3 copies. He's gonna trigger +2 on every attack. I mean, he doesn't need a trigger +2 on every attack. He just needs to stick 2 of these 3s.
Yeah. All right. So we see the climax. So now he's gonna.
Yep. All right. 3, 3, 3. So he is running all three of the same art of something in the warehouse, correct?
And
the
list
well,
that he registered on
yeah,
Encore
that's
decks is
I
2
am a
and
little
1.
confused, right? So I see three of the BDG version.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen the other art. Though,
I haven't
for what
seen
it's
the
worth.
other art. I think he might have
Yeah, so
swapped it.
I swapped it. That's fair. Yeah.
Cancel, so
Wow, top deck cancel is not really. Oh, it's a 4. He's overswinging by 1 here.
cancels.
Ooh, okay, Joon is not dead. Unless,
Like the double soul trigger.
just joking. There's no way he doesn't have. There's no triple soul triggers
1,
in the game yet.
3.
Imagine a triple soul trigger. That'd be kind of nuts.
Man.
Okay, so I mean, Joon only has to stick 2 damage, and Duck's close to refresh. So actually, technically speaking, Joon only has to stick 1 damage.
Yeah, he went from a fresh deck all the way to like empty on that turn.
I mean, that's what double brainstorm into double of the 3/2 Kasumi does, because the 3/2 Kasumi not only does it draw 2, it also blind stocks 1. So that's a
Yeah.
total of 14 cards build.
It looks
yeah.
like we might be going into
The
game
game
3 here.
I'm not complaining.
2,
I think
3,
this is actually
5.
quite an interesting matchup, because I think it's really close actually. And the gameplay at level 1 is very interesting.
If he has the climax combo restander, and he can go like push up his 2 level zeros and play the climax combo restander, I think that's really good for him here.
Draw 2.
Really?
Like 2/2, 3/3, because like the 2s can kill. So I mean, it could be possible that he just wants to go for the 1s to.
Yeah, because he's almost refreshed. Actually, but I do agree with you. I think the climax combo restand is the correct play, but not because of 2/2, 3/3. But I think it's 2/2, and if he triggers, he can cipher 1.
Right.
Yeah, so it would
But
be
also,
2/2, 4/1.
Swinging with just 1s might not actually get you close enough to refresh to kill, right? Because if you just swing 1/1/1 and he doesn't die, then he can just play a healer and you kind of lose.
Right. So you do need to swing at least 1/1. I think you just want to prioritize 4 instances.
Yeah.
Here,
if you're going for 1s, you do actually have to get him to refresh. So.
Yeah. How many climaxes did he say? I totally did not catch that. Oh, we're getting a second chance here. I see 2 in waiting room.
Deck, right?
Oh,
yeah.
3 in waiting room.
Leon in chat says that he should be able to cancel everything here.
Really? 4 card? You think there's 4 climaxes left in deck?
Oh.
I see 3 in waiting room. There's 1 in clock.
1 in clock.
Did
Maybe.
he trigger? He didn't trigger
I
any.
don't think so.
4 and 5?
I mean,
Really?
he probably would have paid it out if he triggered any.
5.
Yeah, 3 mana.
Oh, right. That's
3 in
true.
waiting room.
Yeah, 3 in waiting room, 1 in clock.
Yeah.
Wait, is that actually 4 in deck? Oh, man, that's crazy.
I think
That's
going 2/2/3 and hoping that the restander triggers to 4 and can side. I think that is actually just the best play you can do
the
here.
line, right? Yeah, because the ones are so dangerous here.
Yeah.
The ones are so dangerous. He needs to hit to that fresh.
Yeah,
deck.
there it is.
There it is. Okay,
Oh,
let's see if he gets the climax. He's
Yeah,
digging.
we don't know if he has the climax or
He
not.
digging. Okay.
Alright, well if he's
Oh
thinking
my
this
goodness.
long, he either didn't find it or he already has it.
Right.
We know he didn't add it off of the trigger last turn. He triggered 1 and added the draw, because it was the only climax.
And he also discarded a draw with the restand, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, does he not have it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like he's out.
He's out a
5 or
lot.
6.
He's.
I mean, this is final turn.
I think
whether
he's.
he likes
Yeah,
it or
honestly,
not,
I think
right?
he's convincingly dead. If he doesn't win here.
Right. And I actually have a high degree of confidence that's actually 4 climaxes. Because with all the draw 2, ditch 2 with the Kasumis, he only ditched 1 stock soul. And I think there's just no world where you don't ditch what is it called? I don't think there's a world where you don't ditch more climaxes if you don't have them. Wait a second. Did he heal with the 3/2 Kasumi?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
so he refresh pointed the climax. I don't know if
I think he clocked actually though.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume he healed. I would assume
Yeah.
he didn't forget.
I assume he clocked and then healed the clock. Well, this is really interesting. He also,
I would assume that he thought he was going for game there and didn't have another
Right.
turn.
Right. Oh my goodness. Wait a sec. What is Joon doing? Ooh, I don't know if he has the climax.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the climax. He's going for 1-1-1?
He's going for 1-1-1.
That's so dangerous. Oh, he clocked and healed. Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought he did. Wait. If Doug triple cancels this, and like, wait, that's.
I mean,
oh
even
my
if he
goodness.
double cancels, it's probably fine.
He needs the healer in hand.
Right. If he double cancels and has the healer in hand, he's fine still.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
There's
first
one.
cancel.
One.
Second cancel. He
No.
takes it.
Oh, that's a healer
Okay.
too.
Front for one.
Oh, that's a healer.
Two.
Oh,
No sound.
oh,
All
oh
right.
my gosh.
This
Does
is
he have
it.
the healer in
This
hand?
is the moment
This
of
is
truth.
the moment of truth.
Okay. I think I'm dead.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Wait, he.
If
there's
that
only one more
cancel,
healer.
if that cancel had been on the second card, he would have lost immediately.
Right, because okay, he only has. There's only one healer.
Attack, and I'm dead.
Oh shoot, we're going
Wow.
to game 3.
Oh boy. Yeah, I
Wow.
did not have that healer in hand.
Wait.
What's
wait.
even more
Wait.
wild is if he had drawn the healer for turn, he would have.
Yeah.
Wait, is that
Yeah, oh, you should
is that a
have
misplay? He can burn
your
here.
third one last turn.
He doesn't have enough stock to.
Okay.
Oh, he could have attacked with the
You didn't just not-
Kasumi.
He could burn for 3.
Oh boy.
That's a misplay.
Oh,
Yeah, he could have done the
man.
climax
Yeah.
combo burn.
Oh.
What a throw.
Went to climax
Okay, that's a
somehow.
throw. Wait, did Joon have climax there? Like, did he have any climaxes left in deck here?
Just cancel all
I
the
don't
three.
know, but
Yeah.
he could have at least tried.
Oh, man.
Um.
Oh.
Okay, we're not gonna say anything. We're not gonna say anything to them. Chat. Hold it in, chat. Hold it in. Chat, hold it in. Chat, hold it
Oh,
in.
Lord.
We will get to that in the post game interviews. We will definitely address that. Hold it in, chat.
What if he didn't have any red cards in hand?
There's no way. Deck is red. There's no. I refuse to believe.
His
He
entire
won
hand was Rinko coin
5
flips.
non-red cards. I refuse to believe that he didn't have the red.
Oh man.
Hold it in, chat, guys. Hold it. Oh man, we're going to game 3, guys. We're going to game 3.
Oh Lord.
We're going to game 3. We will find out, guys. Don't worry. We will definitely ask this
1, 3, 2.
after this set. Let's go into game 3. So I think after that game, both players are definitely feeling the pressure because that was a nail biter.
That was. Yeah. He revealed his hand. He had red. Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
oh man, Duck thinking about the viewers, going like they want a game 3.
He wanted that game
This is-
3.
This is throwing for content.
No events in waiting room. He did the burn the turn before and didn't refresh.
This is throwing for content.
Uh,
Throw it for 2.
Okay, so I think one thing I really do want to talk about for this game 3 is I think game 1, Duck was confidently winning with 2-2-1 Sayas, right? Like he won the board 3 turns in a row. You know, he had that game basically in control. Second game, only 1-2-1 Saya, and it just really ran away from him, right? Like it was like night and day
Yeah.
difference. I really think this game is going to live and die based on the number of 2-1 Sayas Duck can field at level 1. I think if he
yeah,
gets
for
one,
sure.
it might slip out of his hand again, and if he gets
Oh yeah, maybe he just didn't want anybody watching the next stream game.
Okay.
Oh boy.
102. I think that's P1.
oh, whoa, there was a little bit of a lag there.
Yeah,
Everything
you,
kind of
you
like flipped.
definitely disappeared for a minute.
Yeah, no worries. I'm back though.
Nice.
Back to see Joon finally field a backline of Hita at level 0. I feel like I think he only did that once. I don't really see him field this card at level 0.
Alright, so he's going for the aggressive play again. He definitely wants to hit BanG Dream to level 1 before they have a chance to set up.
I like it. This is his game 2 game
Whoa,
game plan.
are we gonna see the climax?
Yes. Oh, that's powerful.
Uh,
He did trigger a pants on his first what do you call it? he did trigger a pants on his first attack, and
There we
he
go.
what do you call it? Triggered a pants on his first attack and was able to Sengoku, so that's actually a +2 here. So I think June's feeling pretty comfortable in being able to
Yeah.
just
And then he can also just
land
back.
and
He can
go.
also back clan here to get the Sengoku back and Sengoku
Yeah.
again.
Oh my gosh!
I know.
This is the secret bat lair strats. He's going in deep.
Correct for 3. 3.
If Duck takes this, okay. I was going to say that might have been all she wrote if he took that, but that's a lot of damage. Okay, but there is still a chance. Duck has 1 stock, and if he can get 2 Sayas, I still think he has a very solid control of this game. A little bit behind on damage rates, but we saw that in game 2. He was far ahead. He was like, oh, no. I don't know about this one, boys.
Oh, that's not
This
good.
is there. Okay, this does not look very good. Yeah,
That's not good.
I was gonna say, like, in game 1, he was ahead by 5 damage, right? Basically in the mid game. So like, even though he's behind by a lot now, he can still recover if he can field 2 2-1 Sayas. But that doesn't
I
look
don't
like
even know if
it
he can
here.
field 3 attackers here.
Oh my goodness! Wait, there's no. What? Wait. Oh man, that's actually so bad. Wait, what's this counts? 4, 8.
Moving players first.
He's running 16 level 0s and like a decent number of level 1s. That's only 2 attackers. Oh no. Wait, he doesn't even have to change.
Yeah, that's
Oh my goodness.
that's unfortunate. He does get a card back in hand here.
I
least.
mean,
How many climbers
if
in your
game 1 was 2 2-1 Sayas and game 2 was 1 2-1 Saya,
So there's
and
two
game
on
3 is
side,
gonna be
so-
0 2-1 Sayas,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a math degree, but I'd like to say that that's a
Ugh.
downward trend right there.
You're fucked.
Oh yeah, top check. Bounce.
Okay, he gets the wrinkle bounce, but I actually don't think the wrinkle bounce is gonna do him much favors if he takes the extra damage.
Clock and level.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this game. This game is
This I'm just gonna hit the, like I'm a really big anime watcher, and there's been an anime recently that's aired that and there's three words really that just really describe the situation in a way that I just could not put anywhere near as good. Yabai desu ne.
this is very yabai.
Brainstorm.
Give a man a duck and he'll eat for a day.
Hit 1.
Teach a man to duck and well, you get this.
Yeah, you get the brainstorm is also dead again. Grappling hook.
Oh lord.
Now that I'm watching this, grappling hook is so good at
This is-
punishing a weak turn.
500
Right.
here.
Yeah, this is
Actually,
exactly
grappling hook is
where.
unreal.
Yeah, we
at
see
punishing-
double
weak
combo
turn
here
here.
too because he didn't
Right?
have
Because-
the chaser.
Right, but not only that, but actually I'm just gonna imagine like
Two.
even if
3.
this was against any other opponent, right? Like Duck has
Six, level up.
a triple counter from the back row, right? He can brainstorm, like hit a bunch, like try to
Oh,
recover. He doesn't even
Right.
get to keep the brainstorm. The grappling hook is so good at snowballing. I think that's like a really cool thing
Yeah.
about that card.
3.
Yeah.
One.
Dude, my eyes are opening to the new uses of grappling. Duck takes
This
6.
is a 10 damage lead for June.
Discard.
This is a 10 damage lead for June.
Oh boy, drop.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, he says.
Oh boy.
Huh. Alright.
I
I can only imagine he has some number of climaxes in his hand, right?
oh,
Hard play.
what is June ready for? Okay, I thought he was gonna play another one.
Hard play.
Did he clock 2? He clocked 2. Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah. Moving pieces is really difficult to work with. Like sometimes
For sure.
everything, the stars align, they all fall in place, and you just run away with the game. That's what we saw in game 1. And then sometimes you just draw your 2-1 Sayas, and nothing else.
Yep. That's,
And you're
that's how
kinda
it goes sometimes.
Yeah, it really be like that. Yeah, that's what happens with these moving piece decks.
Okay.
I think the benefit of like, for example, Maya, is that the Maya cantrips, right?
Wow.
And so
okay,
you
so
do
he
get
plays he plays the event on offense here.
I think he
Take-
just
take-
really needs to get through his deck.
Well, he's playing it in a lane where he can't even mill. He played it on the 0/0 Kasumi just to win board.
3 hits.
Huh? He would have won normally, wouldn't he? That cost me 2-5.
Event to hand.
Oh, I don't know then. It looked like he played it on that line.
Really? We'll see here. Because the Kasumi definitely would have won without the help of the event.
To hand.
Well,
Stock.
I mean, he obviously just wanted to get it in waiting room, so he's gonna add it back anyway. But maybe he just did it to save against
Oh,
counter.
That's true.
'Cause Joon-
Yeah.
Yeah, June's definitely been ruining people's days with the 1-0 counter, so he might have just done it to beat counter.
Yeah, and if he was gonna salvage, if he didn't have another event in waiting room, like
Right, yeah,
just-
he
it
only
was just
had
a free
one.
2K. It's just a free 2K. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
yeah, no, he obviously played it just in order to salvage it, but we're saying he could have played it on the 2-1, right, so that he gets to do the pay 1 check top 2 effect.
Yeah,
Um,
but yeah, it might have been to block the counter.
yeah, I can only assume it was to deny counter.
Not too sure here. Yeah. And June did take a lot of damage there, so that is kind of like
Any climaxes in your waiting room?
not a bad situation to be in for Duke. He is behind still like a level, but
5.
I mean, if June had canceled like any of that, then like, like how do you come back? So I don't think so. June's definitely not gonna refresh this turn, right? Like his compression is just at such a sweet spot, which means he is gonna probably lose board here.
5 cards in hand.
It does look really bad for Duke, but it's comebackable. We're not out of the woods yet. Duke does have healers, and I think the deck has a fairly. He has a lot of stock right now, right? Like he could feasibly loop healers for like the foreseeable future, and then just try to stabilize by doing that.
Yeah, he could.
I mean, that's his only plan.
That is pretty
right?
much his only way
Right.
to.
And I think what his list will offer him with the 1-0 nice guy counter is the ability to keep winning board. Because I think what some decks try to do when they're this far behind and they try to loop healers is they still keep negging. Because like I don't know, their healers die or whatever, right? But like nice guy will help them keep board.
The problem with this deck though, right? Because most decks that try to loop healers are playing like 6 or 7 healers, and this deck's only playing 3.
That's true.
So if he does want to loop healers, he kind of has to minus by letting them die or like play over them and salvage them back.
Right. Well, I think you play over them, salvage them back, but then you also still Night Sky to like win the board, so that you can still push damage while you're looping the healers.
Right.
But anyways, it's definitely not good. Yeah, it is only 3 healers.
We have seen for sure a lot of low healer count decks in this tournament.
That's interesting. Especially
like, the Pastel Palettes deck played no healers, I believe. Joon only plays 2.
Not even one of the Hina healer.
Right.
Actually, did the Pastel Pellet card did the Pastel Pellet deck even play a level 3 blue card?
He did not. He only had level 0 blues.
That's interesting.
Front, over for 1.
Oh, he actually can swing over?
Stronger.
Is this 7-5?
Ooh.
1 stick.
Yeah,
Ammo
it is.
infiltration is.
It's
It's
six-
7-5 with the back rows.
Oh, wanna check something?
Wait, can that even frontal
Right?
attack?
Okay. It's good.
No, other characters can't.
Oh, okay, other characters can't side.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm forgetting. For some reason, I was thinking it was 65 can't frontal higher level.
Oh no, it's the
Yeah.
backstage penalty.
Yeah, it has two downsides.
Alright.
But yeah, it's 65, and the double brainstorm makes it 75.
Yeah, I mean I don't expect June to side on these other attacks, but I'm ready to jump in and tell him he can't do that if he tries on the level 0 lane. Kind of doubt it though.
2.
Yeah, I think he definitely wants to keep forcing Duck to play more cards here.
Oh, that's not what you want to see.
Not at all.
Top 2.
Not
Look
at all.
to ditch the counter. Okay, he's not gonna try to loop counter here.
For 1.
All right, yeah, he's just gonna front, so we're good.
1 sticks. Level up.
And definitely fronting here as well, forcing that healer out.
Front for 1.
And June gets a really good refresh timing here. I haven't seen June with this much stock, basically all series.
Yeah, he has 6. That's probably a new record.
That is, really is. With how aggressively he's been using his stock to grappling hook, yeah, I can't believe that he's at this high of a stock count.
Somehow.
it's actually interesting. Like he's running 3 Quake engines, but he's just not like hoarding stock, right? So it's just like it's almost counterintuitive. Like it's not that Quake. I don't think Quake engine is a bad card. I think hopefully we'll be able to see it like come to use and be like a difference maker. But just his playstyle is not synergizing very well with the Quake engine.
Right.
One, two, three.
Just doesn't have stock when he goes to level 3.
Refresh. Level.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
well,
I think the Quake engine was definitely a good thought to put in the deck. I think it's just not something in this playstyle really.
Yeah, it's not panning out at least. Maybe we will. Maybe I don't want to make too much assumptions, but it does feel almost like a little bit of like an under testing of the grappling hook. It could be that like as he's been playing in the tournaments, he's begun to
realized how much
prefer the
better grappling hook. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think that might be the case. Yeah. Or at least it just how good it fits his playstyle at least. So I mean, Joon also hit a climax on the refresh. So in terms of that bad luck, we are at parity. Oh, okay. So you're just gonna
Boy.
combo again.
What did you put in stock?
The Riki.
The Riki, yeah. Okay, and he does have 2 counters here. Okay.
Go again.
Okay. So he will be able to just like maintain a lot of hand advantage here, and like a good amount of stock advantage as well. So it's gonna be hard for him to loop the healers, but this is his best shot at being able to keep the resources up to loop. Oh, but you would want to see that Saya in hand rather than in stock here. That's like I believe that's his only salvage option on command, besides the something in the warehouse.
One cancels.
This enough, probably. Frontal, pay force.
Oh, he's gonna pay for it.
Whoa.
Ambitious. I like it though.
Deals 2. That's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, he has so much stock and he has to like bring the game back close, you know, like somehow.
Two,
Right.
Three cancels.
Oof.
And there you go.
All right. Do you think we will see Joon early play a Catwoman for the first time?
I don't know that
At
he's
this
ever
point,
selected into that card off of any of his effects.
At this point, he might as well not just be playing that card. Like he's not played this card at all. Like.
And what's amazing is he runs 3.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than I would expect for how little he's played it.
I wonder if in a future build, Joon just goes 4 grappling hook, 0 Catwoman, 0 Quake.
Well, I don't think you can cut all the healers, but
or maybe but definitely cutting Quake and Catwoman counts down for extra grappling hooks and just kind of prioritizing that.
right, or even just extra like costless mill cards.
Yeah, that's true too. If there's like good cards, especially like 1-0, where I think he's a little weak.
How big is Kasumi? Which I forget. I always
10K.
forget which one retains power.
This one's just 10k.
She should just be base, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, she base. Time Traveler will hit over that, even with the counter here. I think he's thinking about the early play, but the early play is kind of awkward here because it has the front. And so if okay, so
There it is.
you see it, there it is. But do we have a track on Duck's anti-change counter?
I have no idea where it is.
I mean, at this point, Duck has seen so much of his deck.
It could just be chilling in his hand.
Yeah, I think Joon has to expect it to be in the hand here.
I don't think Joon can really do anything about it.
I agree. I think Joon just has to front the 3-2. He's gonna crash the other 2 lanes too. A little unfortunate.
Okay.
Oh, but he does get to play a climax.
Front for 3.
Joon's hand is looking kind of low. Oh well.
How strong?
I don't know if
This is 10, 11, 12k.
Doug's hand can
Okay.
really afford to anti-change here, but we'll find out. No, he
They're
just plays the
gonna
event
tie.
counter.
They're gonna tie.
Top 3.
For 3.
1, 2, 3. Cancel.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a good cancel.
Sec.
Puts him out of lethal range
On reverse.
this turn.
Pay 1.
No, I think it's unlikely that Duck would be able to push for lethal next turn, but I don't know if that book booked a book, and this is another book coming up.
3.
That might be all that she wrote.
There's the anti-change counter.
Ooh. Okay.
And
he
the
did not
anti-change
have it in
bomb.
hand.
So he now has no answer to that.
I mean, he's just gonna play like a 3-2 and just
Right,
beat over
right,
the
right.
problem.
So what I was gonna say is, what happens if we see the 6 stick, and then
I have
Duck once again not have a healer, and just lose to refresh?
Oh,
But
that would be tragic.
he's at 3-5 here,
Okay.
and he
I
drew
don't
the, he
expect
drew
him
the
to
healer
flop.
for turn.
Okay, well he gets to heal down a little bit. This is not looking good. He's gonna refresh here into a 3-5 with 2/1 Sayas here. That's actually super scary. If I were Duck, I would actually play over these 2/1 Sayas. Ah, he's thinking the right thing. Nice, nice. Okay, that's a
Yeah.
good move. Yeah, you can't leave side targets in the front row at this point in the game. It's just so dangerous. Yeah, moving to the back row is fine. If he doesn't need other back row, which it doesn't look like he needs other back row.
He might have to push one back up, or I guess he might have to push one
No,
back
no,
up for an
he
attacker.
can't. No, you can't. You can't leave it a front row. That just gives Joon too many options. You have to.
Yeah,
You have to.
I think putting a level 0 is a lot better. But I don't know how many cards. I don't know how many cards are in his hand. If he only has 2 cards in hand, he doesn't have a choice.
That's true. Maybe he's trying to push. Actually, oh, he is pushing.
Yeah, because he has exactly enough stock to double combo.
I see. Oh, and he was able to ditch the second burner. Ooh.
4.
If June booked a book last turn, this might not have been. This might be kind of dangerous here.
3.
Direct attacks are scary.
2, 3 hits. Level.
Direct attacks are scary. Is this?
They are. I don't think this is game.
It's lethal. I
Pay 2.
don't expect it to be game, but
Wow,
it
he
is
has a lot of
lethal.
climaxes in hand.
Cancels.
Oh, that's
Yeah, so there's the
cancel.
cancels.
All right, and then that's not a.
Yeah, he discarded a climax for both of those burn effects.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that probably is why he wasn't able to field attackers. Yeah, just a ton of climaxes. All right, so I think at this point it's just up to June to not play Quake Engine and throw the game, but to probably play Batman Ninja and grab the climax, side the level 2,
My waiting room as well.
and
Right, because he'll
have a
only
good
need
time.
2 damage here.
Right.
So if
Well,
he just
it would be front. You would front the level 2 first and like side it again later. Actually, if he has the on reverse restand, he might actually just go for that instead. Like play 2 soul attackers and just do an on reverse without a climax.
1, 3, 2.
maybe
There's a lot of options.
it's kind
There's a lot
of it's kind of
options down
awkward because like any of the lines make it so that like some of your attacks don't work out right.
here. No. If you do 3 soul attackers with the on reverse restand, you will get 4 2
Right, if he has 3 2-soul attackers to play.
I mean, the Batman Ninja can help dig for others. So.
Yeah, but like there's 2 in his clock right now.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't-
true. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, he cancels on 4.
Ooh, okay, so there's 1 in his waiting room on his
Powerful.
clock, so he could salvage it off of a brainstorm
Okay.
Or the Sengoku.
or Sengoku.
Yeah. I mean, he's just gonna go for game here. So there's no other. It's not a.
But
And
like
we
if he
wait.
has to play if he plays costless characters on the anniversary stander, then
1 stock, right?
I feel like either 2 attacks for 1 and the restander, or the climax combo restander and 2 like level 0s, and you go
Yes.
climax 2-2 side for 1 front for 1.
Yes. Yes, I agree with that. And-
The
and I
only
think-
problem there is
Oh.
if one of the ones sticks and everything else cancels.
Right. So I think I do like the climax play better.
Ooh.
So I do like
This
what
is
he's doing
just-
here.
This is just even stronger. He's gonna double
Well,
combo.
yeah. This is good. Yeah. No, this is good because you want to play the 2 soul attackers first and dig for your options. And in the case that you don't get the climax after checking 6, you can just play the 3-2 restand, like the climax combo list one,
Right.
and then it still have the 2-2-2. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's good. Well, yeah. If he has the climax, there's pretty.
Well, if he's
much
not putting a restander in front of the 2-1, I think he has to play the climaxless one here.
Yeah.
Because the side lane, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
okay, yeah. So he
didn't
didn't get
it.
the climax. Yeah, so 2-2-2-2.
Because those side
He
lanes
should-
are currently 13,
Center, right?
so
Wait, it gets power cross turn?
it does. They're huge.
Wow, they're huge. Yeah,
Um,
they're very big.
Yeah, he's gotta cancel.
So he does have to go in the middle.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Duck can't counter over the middle, so
Right.
he will have to quad cancel this turn.
Yep. 2-2-2-2 is
Not
pretty,
unheard of,
pretty
but
lethal.
pretty scary here.
Or yeah, 2-2. Sorry.
That's 2.
Cancel.
Alright, that's
Alright,
one.
one
I remember
out of
he
four.
did discard
Is this the one that gained
2
These
climaxes
are both
Yeah.
pre-refresh last time.
Right. So it's 1 out of 4.
front for 2? 2?
1 out of 4.
Gamble. Well, let's gamble. Event on this one.
Oh, he's countering.
Wait. Okay.
Cancel.
2 out of 4.
Cancels.
Effect of event.
He's going to effect.
Up to top 2.
Ooh, you get real scared if there's a climax here.
Okay. We don't know what he added.
For 2? 2?
If you trigger, okay, no trigger.
Wow.
1, 2, cancel.
3 out of 4.
Whoa.
Oi.
Pay 3.
Oh man. What's he gonna discard? I think if you have a climax in hand, you don't discard it. Don't give him that information. Why are these games all nail biters? This is crazy. Does he trigger?
2?
It's a 2.
No,
Lord.
well,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the game.
no.
Wow.
Goodness.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
clean at least.
What a series.
what a game. What a game.
They couldn't
Oh, man,
give us
those are
any
some big
slack
games, man.
that entire series.
Whew.
They just had to keep it freaking nail biting from start to finish.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Oh man.
Alright.
Whoa.
Wow, and he did have a lot of climaxes in the deck. He could have feasibly canceled that. That's
Right.
kind of crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so now we need to find out here. Let's see.
All right. Okay. So, yeah. Do you want to go in and
Yeah.
let's talk to the players here?
Alright,
Okay.
so good games, guys. Those were some pretty intense games there at the end.
Yeah.
But we have to ask. Game 2 on the final turn, 1 card in deck. You played the climax for the Kasumi combo. Why did you not burn him for game?
Oh, I freaking forgot that I had actually 2 stock left. I was
Yeah.
I was like-
Chat was going crazy.
Yeah. I was like, I don't have 4 stock. I just have 2. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were also
I was-
kind of going
I was
crazy
like-
there too.
I was like super locked onto the pay for, and I was like, fuck.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that until you just told me now.
Oh, the healer Kasumi?
Yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't
he had the
have-
2
oh, okay.
stock, so he could have done the attack with it, pay 2, ditch,
Yeah.
burn. And if the burn had stuck, it could have killed.
I was thinking the same thing as him. All I was doing was focusing on the Musashi.
Right.
I didn't
Oh,
realize
so
I'm
you didn't see that either?
Yeah, I was. We were both only thinking about the Musashi with the spore
W-
stuff. I
were
was
you-
like,
Do you know if you would have canceled that, it would have been a burn 3.
Which?
I
if he-
yeah.
I don't know
remember-
that they ever checked the decks after that.
Oh, you didn't check the deck? Okay. So the world will never know, but that was definitely that was definitely a crazy moment. I mean, and there's no like it's like it was in the heat of the moment. That was such a tense game. That was such an intense series. So major props to both of you guys for playing your hearts out. That was really great. Really exciting games. Really glad we were able to stream this.
Yeah.
To be honest, I actually thought I would just die after milling 3 climaxes and not getting anything. I was actually just, okay, I'm so dead now.
Right.
For the last game, right?
Yeah, for the second game actually. For
Oh, the
last game, I
second
was
game,
like,
okay.
I'm just gonna try.
Yeah.
Both of us had like climaxes on top of our decks because I triggered them and he canceled with them, and then like we both proceeded to like spend our entire turn mending the rest of our decks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I just slammed climax because I had it in the hand and I was like, okay, it's a game over now.
So we noticed throughout the games, game 1, there were 2 of the 2/1 Saya that got into play at level 1
Yeah.
and sort of ran away with the board.
He had an insane game at the first game. He got like the perfect hand first game.
Yeah. Games 2 and 3, though, we noticed, Joon, you pushed pretty aggressively at level 0.
Yeah.
I assume that was you wanted to hit him to level 1 before you could set up?
Of course, yeah. Like
Okay.
Saya deck definitely requires like the more time the better, right? The more time to mill a deck, brainstorm, try and plus, get more events in the waiting room and stuff like that, right? Except like except for game 3, he just had like really good mills. Like game 2, even though I rushed him, he played like 2 warehouses and like milled enough events.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like yeah, that's Batman can tri lane pretty easily and like because everything is just getting hand with Batman super easy. So you want to
Gotcha.
rush them if you can.
Okay, yeah, and now I want to ask Duck. So this Saya combo that you're running, it is a bit of an off-meta choice. Not favored by most BanG players. I would just like to hear like why you thought that like you wanted to take it into this tournament and like kind of like what, yeah, like what is like playing with it? Like why do you think it's strong? Why are you preferring it?
Well, actually, I just think that most people don't have it on the radar. Like, they don't even think about it. I'm personally playing it because it shuts off a lot of level 1 games. Like, you're just sitting on them, level 1, maybe even level 2, depending on the deck. They're denying reverses, they're denying. I don't know, like, usually, you've seen it for game 1, like, he only got 1 reverse at most and had to crash the rest.
Right. Yeah.
And
It
people rarely
definitely.
get over these.
Yeah. Definitely got bored. Pretty locked down once they came down.
But, well, at least I think it's a pretty strong, like, anti-meta choice. But, well, you just see that the variance is pretty high. Like,
Hmm.
Yeah,
it
that's the
is
only
actually pretty much of a high roll deck.
Yeah, but once you set it up, it's if you have the wall set up, it's really good. It's easy, very easy to defend it.
One thing I did want to address is you run a very low count of healers and no early play level 3s. Was that on purpose or is that something that you feel like was that like a necessary sacrifice for the rest of your deck?
Yeah, kind of. I really don't want to cut on level 0, and I don't have much deck space at all.
Hmm. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The
With all the
high.
moving
have-
pieces, it's really hard to fit in everything you
I-
want in the deck.
Yeah, actually, the first thing would want to add is a 4th warehouse event, but even for that, well, I could go down to 15 zeros,
Yeah.
but the deck is pretty high roll already. Like, I've already seen in the last game, I always had like 4 climaxes in hand, it could do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really awkward.
The high event count decks like that tend to sort of suffer on deck spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, he already runs 8 events, so 9th event might be pushing it over.
Right.
But the 1-0 event at least turns itself into a card, usually, and playable. The 4th warehouse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
But yeah,
oh, sorry, go on.
I had 4 stocks. I've had 4 stock souls in hand, and going into level 3 after playing the draw to ditch 2, I had another 4 climaxes in hand.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, yeah. We noticed you were ditching a ton of climaxes there at the end.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we'd like to give you the opportunity just to say anything you guys want for the stream, and any kind of shout outs. Yeah, just whatever you want to say. Duck, do you have anybody you want to shout out? Anything you want to say?
I guess for today, shout out to my parents for keeping me healthy, and I'm gonna probably head off to the bed right after.
Oh, yeah. Time zones are a thing, aren't they?
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to keep you too late. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, June, congratulations on the win. Would you like to say anything before we go?
Yeah, again, thanks for Mike for playtesting and giving me some ideas on counterplaying the Saya deck, which isn't very conventional, like you guys said. So came up with some game plans, worked out. And also, I guess thanks to people that wanted to watch me stream the games. I guess I figured like losers bracket nobody wants to watch, but apparently some people told me they want to watch like the Batman games, so that's why this is being streamed. I didn't plan on it, but yeah, I guess if people want to continue watching Batman even in losers bracket, I'll keep streaming as long as I don't get eliminated.
Yeah, it's an exciting deck to watch. I think that first week really caught a lot of people's eyes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Okay.
Again, thanks to all of our players. Thanks to all of our streamers. Thanks to NovaTCG for sponsoring this event, and everyone organizing it. I know we are about to have probably even a couple minutes ago, Christian versus Patrick, starting up on, I don't know what channel, probably Strictly Broken, maybe Burn One. But that's starting right about now, so we're not going to keep this going on too long, so you guys can go check that out and support some of our other players. But yeah, thank both of you guys for playing, and we'll hopefully see you guys in the future.
All right.
See ya.